Eva mata chapitam Twameva bandhu chasaka Twameva vidya dravinam Twameva sharanam mama deva deva 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 Twameva mata chapitam Twameva bandhu jasaka Twameva vidya dravinam Twameva sharanam mama deva deva Om Gurave Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Namaha Mantra Mantrike. So to all of you that is listening to the sound of my voice, I want to borrow 60 seconds of your time. I want you to borrow me 60 seconds of your time. I want you to sit down wherever you are, and I want you to bring your hands together like this and touch your thumbs together. If you're sleeping, I want you to stand up. And I want you to stretch your back, keep your back outstretched. And I want you to do a little breathing exercise with me, wherever you are. I want you to take a deep breath in. Now release the breath. Take a deep breath in again. Release it. Take another breath in. Release it. Now take a breath in from your nose and release from your mouth. Like that. Again. From your mouth. Again. From your mouth. Okay. Now that you have done that, I want you to twist your tongue like this. I want you to twist your tongue like this. Like that. When you twist your tongue, I want you to breathe in from the hole of your tongue. Since you've twisted your tongue, I want you to breathe in from that hole like this. When you twist your tongue and then you hold the breath and gradually release it from your nose. Okay? Again. Very good. Again, take a breath in twisting your tongue. When you do that, now I want you to bring your neck and lock the breath here. You understand? Lock the breath. When you press your chin to your chest. You press your chin to your chest and then gradually hold the breath for some 5 seconds or 4 seconds and then gradually release the breath from your nose. Like that. Let us do it again. So I'm going to breathe in, twisting my tongue from the hole. I will inhale the breath, feel it to my stomach, feel it to my chest. Then I will lock the breath. I will lock the breath and then hold it for 4-5 seconds and then exhale the breath for 4-5 seconds or 8 seconds, like that. All right, let's do it again. When you do this, you're going to feel a big relief. You feel a lot of relief around you. Lot of relief. You'll feel it around your shoulder. You'll feel as if some weight is being shifted from your shoulder. You will feel it around your head. You'll feel a lot of relief. So let's try it again. Twist your tongue and breathe in from the tongue, all right, from the space, the little hole, and fill it all to your stomach, to your chest. Let your chest puff, with the air. Then you lock it like this. Hold the breath for 4 seconds or 5 seconds and then gradually release it from your nose. Okay? Again. Very good. If you try this, you might feel some giddiness around your head space here, around your 2 eyes. You might feel like some light is moving around, wishy-wishy. When you're breathing in, twisting your tongue, you might feel some energy around your head, your shoulder. And when you're exhaling the breath from your nose gently, you might also feel lightness. Now, to many of you that have not done this before, when you do this, you might feel like your body is breaking out in sweat. You will feel it. Even if you are in a place that is well ventilated and it has a lot of air, you might feel that your body wants to break out in sweat. You will practically feel it, in your body. All right. And when you finish exhaling the breath, you will really feel a lot of relief. You will feel a lot of relief in your body. You will feel more light in your head. You will feel more calm. So let's try it. Try it one more time with me. Twist your tongue like this. And breathe in not from your mouth, only from the hole of your tongue. Exhale the breath and fill it to your chest. Fill it to your stomach. and then you lock it. You lock it by bringing your chin to your chest. Lock it. Hold the breath there for 4 seconds. Then you release the breath. All right? So let's try it again. Very good. To many of you that is doing this, you might also see that your body, your heartbeat increased. You might also see that your heartbeat increased. You might also see that there's a heat. You feel heat inside of your body, around your chest, your heart area, in between, you will feel some heat, around that side. It is natural to happen. It is to rejuvenate every part of your body. And when you finish doing that, you will see that the noise in your head actually stops. Does any of you feel that? You will actually feel that the noise in your head, or the thought in your head that was playing, actually stopped. And there's this calmness that you will feel, in your body. You see that? So, do you want to try it again? Do you want to try it again? Don't forget, your hands must be like this, placed on your lap. Your hand must be like this, placed on your lap. Bring out your tongue. Now twist it. When you twist your tongue, inhale your breath only from the twisted hole of your tongue. It is called the bed breathing. It is called the breathing of the bed. All right? So, try it again. Okay. Thank you to all of you that participated. I appreciate each and every one of you. So today we are going to speak on a unique topic called anticipation and the fall from grace. That is the topic that I'm going to be talking about, with you today. Anticipation and the what? And the fall from grace. First of all, what is anticipation? I believe that many of you've anticipated a lot of things in your life. Anticipations are of two ways. One, either you are anticipating some good news or you are anticipating a danger. We all have anticipations in our life. But what is it about anticipation that becomes a punishment? What is it about anticipation that becomes a punishment? It becomes a struggle. And hence it is said, one of the easy way to punish a person is not by stick, but by anticipation. The ancient teachers also say, one of the easy way people punish themselves, people mentally punish themselves, is because of what? Anticipation. You must understand, anticipation is not the same as an expectation. It's not the same. To anticipate something is not the same as to expect something, even though the grammar looks similar. The English synonym or the English words, it looks similar, but it is not the same for the brain. We anticipate danger. We anticipate joy because the brain feels only two things: danger, reward, or punishment. Reward or punishment. These are the two ways at which the human brain thinks. But why is this a struggle on the part of everyone that is trying to become spiritual? You must understand that anticipation is a struggle for everyone that is trying to be spiritual, for everyone that is trying to go closer into knowing something about themselves. Anticipation. And many of us have done so many things. Many of us have acted in many ways that is unbecoming due to the pressure of anticipation. Yeah. Anticipation makes us restless. The restlessness of anticipation. Imagine you want to buy something, and because you want to buy something, or maybe you are expecting some money from someone. You want some money from someone, and the person said to you, the money is gonna come. So you keep looking all the time. Where is the money? 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 When the money has not come, or when the person has not come, there is a lot of restlessness that fills our mind. And in that restlessness, we come up with so many stories in our head. Anticipation has made us to doubt the genuineness of people. Anticipation has made us to question the loyalty of people. Anticipation has made us as humans to do things without thinking properly. Anticipation. Anticipation has also, brought the hatred or the animosity that we have towards people when what is being anticipated is denied of us. Anticipation. When what we are anticipating to receive, when it is denied, when we are denied of what is anticipated, a certain hatred, a certain discontentment comes inside of us. Now there is a danger that lurks in between the moment of anticipation, between the moment of anticipation and the arrival of what is anticipated. There's a moment, there's a gap that exists in between these two places. And this gap that exists within these two places is the gap of mental torture, mental anxiety, mental stress. Many of the difficulties that we are having is based on the extreme anticipations that we have. Now, to all of you that is listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to put yourself back in a memory of when you anticipated something. It may also be this week. Many of you might have anticipated some certain things this week. In between that period of your anticipation, what was going on inside of you? Do you see the tug of war of emotional restlessness? The tug of war of thoughts, narrations. Of what? Thoughts, narrations that was going on inside of you. How you were busy creating stories. How you were busy creating stories and assumptions in between that period of your anticipation. And this here is what the mystics of old, the ancient teachers of old says is the greatest punishment of every human being. When a human is busy anticipating, what you are busy anticipating becomes what? The torture. Becomes what you use in torturing yourself. Your anticipation. And unless you sit down and truly see your anticipation and how it is metamorphosing inside of you, only then will you come to truly realize that all that was going on inside of you was your own creation, not the creation of another person. All that you were experiencing inside of you was what? The creation of your own self, not the creation of another person. And hence the ancient teacher says, in this life, in this universe, you must never be in anticipation. For if you want to punish yourself, if you want to torment yourself without another person tormenting you, you want to strictly torment yourself, then start anticipating. For in your anticipation, you will make people an enemy when they are not your enemy. In your anticipation, you will trust people wrongly. The people you are not supposed to trust, you will trust them. In your anticipation. For in your anticipation, you will start acting in ways that is not right. In your anticipation. And hence, the ancient teacher says anticipation is what makes a man, is what makes a woman to fall from the grace of the divine. Anticipation. Anticipation is what makes a man, is what makes a woman to fall down from the grace of the divine. And that is why I titled today's conversation, anticipation and the fall from grace. For the moment your anticipation comes upon you, it becomes a wildfire. A wildfire, unquenchable. For the more you keep trying to find ways and means to quench it, you keep entangling yourself in many circumstances, in many scenarios that helps you not. Anticipation. Whether you are anticipating success or you are anticipating punishment. And the ancient says the easy way for you to be manipulated is to be is for anticipation to come upon you. The easy way for people to manipulate you, the easy way for you to fall into the traps of people is due to anticipation. Whether you are being whether the anticipation is of success or the anticipation is of failure. Imagine when you write an exam. After you have finished writing the exam and you are waiting for the result, do you see the restlessness that goes on in your head? Or maybe you went for an interview and to you were very confident that the interview was nice. You did the interview very nicely. You were confident in your effort. But so long as you have not heard back from the interviewers, an anticipation comes upon you. And in that anticipation, you will start assuming things that is not right. And hence the ancient teacher says, assuming things is what humans use in creating negative karmas for themselves. So you must understand, anticipation is not about choice. Anticipation is born from your desire. Are you understanding me? Anticipation is not about choice. It is born from your desires. Your desire of either a good life, your desire of wanting to be mentally okay, whichever way your desire falls. In everything that you desire also is an anticipation. And in that anticipation, you become so restless. You see, in the process of anticipation, many of us have insulted people we should not insult. In the point where we are being tormented by the fire of anticipation, we have called people again and 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 again. In that point where that fire of anticipation is. Because anticipation brings out the desperation in you. But you must understand that anticipation, it brings out the desperation in you. And wherever there is desperation, there is confusion, there is mental sadness. So many of the confusion that people say they are confused, many of the, sadness that people say, oh, I'm very sad, I'm sad, I don't know why I'm sad. Your sadness is born from anticipation. Whether you are anticipating success or you are anticipating a result. In between the arrival of what is anticipated is a mental punishment. And in that point where that mental punishment is, will your mind start creating stories? You must understand that the nature of the mind is to create stories. And that is just it. The nature of the mind is to create stories. Now the question is, stories of what? Stories of the past. That is the nature of the mind. To create stories of the past. And because the nature of the mind is to create stories of the past, it will start using past events to create stories. The mind cannot use future events to create stories. It can only use past events to create stories. And in the process of creating stories from past events, it sinks you down into a loop, or you call it in English, a rabbit hole of mental torture. So how do you then become balanced in your anticipation? How? You must train the mind. Just as you trained yourself to learn how to read, you must also train the mind not to anticipate. We anticipate when people say words to us. Whenever any word is being said to us, an anticipation is created. Whenever we hear a story, we hear something from someone, an anticipation is created. You must also understand that you cannot have faith. Your faith in anything is born from your anticipation. Am I making sense to you? Your faith in anything, in anybody, is born from your anticipation. Your lack of faith in a person is also born from your anticipation. Lack of faith is not born from what the person does to us. No. It is born from the failed anticipation that we have of the person, or of the object, or of the thing. So, when you truly look within yourself, then you will truly see the play of your anticipations, of how your mind creates stories towards what you are anticipating. Imagine you tell a child, or someone tells you, you did wrong, so I'm going to punish you. And this is one of the investigative way many people who are, the FBI's or the police, when they want to interrogate you, when you are to be interrogated, they keep you alone in a room. And many of you have watched movies, right? So you've seen, or maybe some of you have watched some crime movies, and you've seen when they want to interrogate a person. So the first of us leave the person in the room. And when you are left in the room, something starts taking place inside of you. You start anticipating. And in that process where you start anticipating, what starts happening? You start creating stories. Restlessness. Right? Fear. All of these things start popping. Your heart starts beating fast. Your brain starts, all the neurons in your brain start firing. In that point of anticipation, a lot of people have heart attack. Oh yeah, that's true. Many people have fallen sick in the point where they were anticipating something. Whether you are anticipating a news or you are anticipating something, people have fallen sick. People have gotten heart attack. People have been hospitalized. And also in that point also, people has flown. A lot of people has gotten into a certain form of rage. Rage. Angry rage. Anger that they lash out on their loved ones. Due to what? Anticipation. Anticipation. Now, when you truly sit down and ask yourself, What is it that I am anticipating? Pleasure or pain? Our anticipation is always in two ways. The anticipation of a pleasure or the anticipation of pain. But our anticipation is more grounded towards pleasure. The denial of pleasure is the strongest punishment any human passes through. For many of the irritations that we have towards people is due to us being denied pleasure. Many of the mental anxiety that you have, many of the irritations that you have of people, many of the complaint that you have, of people is due to being denied pleasure. So you see, the ancient says that a man, a woman is addicted, strongly addicted to pleasure. Pleasure is not about the genitals. It's about a feeling. A feeling. The feeling of pleasure. We like it. We are very addicted to it. We want it. We crave it. And because we crave pleasure, we anticipate pleasure at all times. Everyone anticipates pleasure at all times. And when pleasure is denied of us, it brings out the negative in us. Whether you are with your lover and you are anticipating some things from your lover, and your lover did not meet up to that anticipation, something comes up, something comes out of you. An anger, irritation, a feeling of self-pity comes out of you in anticipation. Thank you very much, Astro Being. A feeling of what? Self-pity. And hence, the ancient teacher says, the reason why a man always make themselves a victim, man is a victim of himself. Man is not a victim of God. Man is not a victim of gods. Man is not a victim of another man. He is a victim of himself. Please, do you understand? A human is a victim of himself. Thank you very much, Astro Being. Is not a victim of another person. So many of us are like, no, how is that so? No, other people are the ones that have made me, that have been a victim of others. No, you are not a victim of others. You are a victim of your own self. How are you a victim of your own self? You are a victim of your own self because of your anticipation. An anticipation of pleasure. That which has brought many people into so many mental discomfort is because of the anticipation of pleasure. Whether it is the pleasure of hearing somebody's words, whether it is the pleasure of having a good apartment, of having money, whether it is the pleasure of sex, whether it is the pleasure of relationship, whether it is the pleasure of being seen as a good person in the society. These anticipations are the reasons why we fall into prey into people's trap. People cannot set trap for you if there is no anticipation in your head. If there is no anticipations in your head, you cannot fall into the traps of people. That which makes you a victim of people is because of your anticipations. And don't forget, your anticipation is born from your desires. Your desires only. And our desire as humans is always towards that which is pleasurable, that which is favorable for us. No one desires what is not favorable for them. But guess what? In every desire that you have is also the seed of your punishment. So your anticipation carries your punishment. Even though it looks like it is others that is punishing us, but no, others are just a tool. Other people are just tools to your anticipations. Whether it is the tool to the pleasure of your anticipation, or it is the tool to the punishment of your anticipations. Now, having said this, then a question comes to the surface. Why do humans suffer? Is our suffering ordained by God? Our suffering, is it ordained by God? You see, generally, we believe that everything that is happening in our life is because of our karma. Generally, everyone believes that. Yeah, it is happening because of karma. So, karma have now become a national anthem that people use anyhow. That is what it has become, a national anthem. Oh, it is karma. Yeah, it is because of karma. 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 So it has become a very loose words that we use, very loosely. But truly, what is the true meaning of karma? Karma simply means action. It does not mean punishment. Karma does not mean punishment. Karma simply means what? Action. Action born out of your anticipations. And because it is an action that is born out of your own anticipations, you either get blessing for it or you get beaten for it. That is just what it is. Actions that are born out of what? Your own anticipation. You either get a blessing or you get a kick. One of these two you're going to get. But when you get a blessing, be careful because the kick is waiting for you. And this is how people get addicted to what? To gambling. Because of an anticipation. Anticipation makes you restless. Oh yes, it makes you extremely, extremely restless. So restless that many people cannot sleep. Many people cannot sleep. Because of what? Anticipation. Many people have done a lot of actions that they regret. Many people have done a lot of actions that they regret. It is not because of people. It is easy. Many of us will say, I would not have done this if not for this person. But no, it is not because of people. It is born out of your own anticipation for what? Pleasure. Either it is whether it is the pleasure for a gain or it is the pleasure for power. Anticipation. So, my advice to each and every one of you that is hearing the sound of my voice is be mindful with your anticipations, for they are the seeds of your curse. Be mindful of your anticipations, for they are the seeds, they are the carrier of your punishment. Be mindful of it. And hence, if you truly want to live a life of no stress, do not have extreme anticipation. If you truly want to live a life with no mental difficulties, be gentle with your anticipations. And that is basically to live a life of, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, okay. It is to live such a life. If it comes, okay. If it does not come, okay. But if you are so serious of, it must come, I need it to come, I need it, it must, I need it now, you will make mistakes. You will make mistakes. And that is one of the things with many of us. So many people say, I don't know, your impulsiveness is born out of your extreme anticipations. Impulsiveness is simply nothing but a byproduct of anticipation. Wanting things now. Now I want it now. And this is where many people also go around with the philosophy of saying, if you put your mind on a target, go for it. There's so many philosophies that a lot of people have spoken. And these philosophies, while it looks nice, you see, the thing with anticipation is that it releases an adrenaline inside of you. It gives a certain vigor. Anticipation. Yeah. But when that anticipation starts falling short, it starts turning to something else. It starts turning to what? Something different. So be gentle with your anticipations. Be mindful with it. Be very gentle with it. Else you punish yourself for no reason. You will start doubting people for no reason. You will start creating enemies out of people for no reason. And you will start having a lot of mental assumptions. Anticipation is the creator of assumptions. Many of us, we struggle with assumptions. Many people. Especially to be a human, assumptions are always there, because assumptions are part of the stories, part of the stories. And guess what? 99% of what you assume is not always true. Assumptions makes us to see a person that is not in front of us and start assuming so many things about them. Assumptions basically means the lies you say to yourself about another person only to comfort yourself. Am I making sense to you? Are you hearing me with intelligence, not with emotion? Assumptions are the lies you say to yourself to comfort yourself about another person. And then you'll be like, I know it. And then, now, guess what? Now we call assumption our intuition. My intuition is telling me this about this person. But guess what? 95% of that is not always true. Only 5% is true. Only 5% is true. Thank you very much, Pami Badam. So you must be very careful, especially if you want to grow. Now, I'm sharing this message, whether you are practicing it, you are following a spiritual path, or you are not following a spiritual path, whether you are a spiritual person or you're not a spiritual person, it doesn't matter. I am sharing this with you for you to be able to sit down and look at yourself from within. And truly look at yourself from inside and see how your mind, based on your desire, creates anticipation. And do you know one thing about anticipation? Anticipation comes at the moment where you are lowest. That is one thing about anticipation. It comes at the lowest point of your life. Let's say you don't have money, and this is where a lot of people come on the internet and say, why is it that people promise and fail? This is where many of the questions that people go around and start asking. Why is it that people promise and fail? Oh, and as a spiritual person, as a mystic, I've gotten a lot of questions from people where people say to me, how do you come out of promise and fail? How? Why? People promise me, but they don't keep to their words. I think today I received a question of such, here on the internet. People say that, how do I come out of promise and fail? People are promising me and they don't keep to their words. Why? Why don't people keep to their word when they promise? Why is it so? What is happening? Why? Let me explain it to you. It is not that the people are not going to keep to their words. Neither that the people are not meaning what they say to you. Your anticipation becomes what has made you to fall down from grace. Please listen attentively, for this will truly help you. It is not that the people that gave words to you did not mean it. Your anticipation of their words is what has made you to fall down from grace. Because when the mind is filled with anticipation, the universal energy starts working against you. Please understand it properly. When the mind is occupied with anticipation, everything in the universe starts going against you. Like, really? Yes, absolutely. So let's say, like I said, anticipation comes at your lowest point in life. Let's say you are late on your rent, or there is no money in your account and you needed some money. And someone said to you, all right, I am going to send some money to you. Just by hearing what that person has said, instantly an anticipation is born. Just by hearing what the person said, instantly an anticipation is born. Now, in between that period that person said they will send it to you, all through the day, all through the night, all through the week, your mind will only be going to what that person have said. So you see, anticipation zooms. It's like a zooming camera. It zooms the problem, that which you want to do, it zooms it. And hence it limits your ability to think of other things. Am I making sense to you? When the person said to you, I'm going to give you some money. All right, okay. So now that point, the mind zooms. It makes the person big, or it makes that money that you are expecting from the person, it makes it big. It zooms it. It zooms it so much that you only see what that thing that is to come. You don't even see the person. No, you don't see the person. You only see what you are wanting from that person. And in that point where you are seeing what you are anticipating from that person, the ability to think creative goes down. And now in that process, when you experience a delay in what you are anticipating, the crookedness of the mind starts scheming. Do you understand what I mean by scheming? Scheming. The mind starts scheming. It starts planning. And that is where the mind starts teaching you, because it's anticipating. So assumptions comes around it also. It starts teaching you what you need to do. How do you go about it? How do you cunningly take it? How do you crookedly take it. So your true nature is revealed to you at the moment of anticipation. If you are naturally dubious, if you are naturally, crooked by nature, you see, many of us, we pretend to be different kinds of a person. Many of us, we pretend to be different kinds of a person. But if you truly want to see who you are, see yourself in the moment of your anticipation. That is when you will start seeing your mind start creating stories, and in that stories that it is creating, it starts scheming. It starts scheming. Either it starts scheming on how to get it, or the mind starts creating stories that this person is a bad person. For the person is denying me the pleasure of what I want. Do you see? The nature of the mind when it is corrupted with anticipation. So anticipation is the silent poison that corrupts the intelligence of people. And if you truly want to be spiritual, if you are truly following the path of spirituality, you must be mindful of this silent poison called anticipation. You must be very mindful of it. It is not that there is a spirit that is following you, and that is why, people say, but they are not doing it. No. It is not that, there is, there is some evil element around you. No. None of the above. But you must be careful. For in the point of anticipation, you become desperate. And desperation makes you an easy prey, an easy target of other people that can manipulate you. Am I making sense to you? Are you understanding? So, to all of you that are planning to be spiritual, to all of you that are on the path of spirituality, to all of you, whether you're on the path or you're not on the path, be gentle with your anticipations. Be gentle with your anticipations. For when you are anticipating something, a moment looks like forever. A moment. A moment looks like what? Forever. Have you asked yourself, why is it so? A moment. A moment of what that can easily go by. It looks like forever. In anticipation. 5 minutes looks like 5 years. 1 day looks like 100 years in anticipation. And that is how it is. So be mindful. Be mindful of that. Thank you very much. Now I'm open to your questions. Whatever question you have for me, you can send it to me. Thank you. Thank you, everybody over here.